Morning. Let's see. Another beautiful day. Wake up, thank God. See what we about to do. Now, yesterday was funny because I went live in the morning and I was like, I actually kind of like that. And what's up, bro? What's up, Sandra, Noah? Yesterday, somebody said, "Man, I like that live, but you just kept drinking that coffee." I said, "Bro, that's what you do in the morning." I mean, man. But here's some water for y'all too. Let's see. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Good morning. Good morning. People already getting blocked this morning. Already. But that's what you got to know. That's what comes with it. If you do anything good, anything great, it's some type of Starbucks coffee. You're going to have people hating. You're going to have people hating. So you can't worry about that. I decided to step on with my Triple B shirt today. Yes. Do what you do. Pamela. Like great minds think alike. So what's the news? I know we drinking coffee, but what's the tea? Oh, Lonzo landed in Chicago yesterday. That was a good look. So I think I'll probably make a Lonzo video soon. Probably. Never forget why you started something. Never forget. When I started Ball Facts, I started so that the media wouldn't be able to slander a family and it go unanswered. I wanted to make sure that it could go answered. They said that, oh, BBB shoes were trash, and Lonzo admitted it, and Lonzo was talking about the other shoes, so that's what I first came up with. I said, man, he wasn't talking about the new finished product. He was talking about the old product. That's when people started listening. Native New Yorker says, will Jello get picked up by an NBA team? Yeah, but the question is, will it be for the G League or for their roster? At what time? Shout out, Pamela. Thank you. I appreciate that. The question is, some people think the question is, does Jello deserve a roster spot? I think, yeah, but is he going to make a roster spot right away? It's not that easy. And you have to remember, every single year, what's up? Shout out to Raid Kingdom. Every single year, you get a new batch of 20-year-olds that come in. The NBA is so tough, 450 jobs, I believe, and every single year you get younger cats coming in for your job. It's hard to make it into the NBA, guys. That is why they said LeVar was crazy to say all three of his sons would get in. To have a position where three of your sons get in is crazy. So nobody really believed it, you know. Appreciate that. Monica, yeah. She says she loves the BBB shirt. I was leaving LA, and then we stopped by the Triple B warehouse, and he was like, "Oh, let me make you one more. I got something for you." Went in there, got the stuff, and made it hot off the press and gave it to me. Hot off the press. Afro Zoe was back. Native says, "I love how LeVar loves his boys." Yeah, but you know Lonzo and them. They cut their hair, they grow their hair. Thanks, Noah. Appreciate that. I will say this though, Lonzo looked happy. He looked happy in Chicago. If that's any good sign, I say to me, Lonzo's main thing to me that hampered his game, that kind of hampered his game, was he stopped playing. He stopped being happy on the court. That's how I feel. Like when they play the slow style, when they stick him in the corner, all that stuff. I don't think Lonzo's having fun anymore. And when he have fun, I think we're gonna see him go to another level. A whole nother level. But my favorite season is coming. The fall is coming. And I love the fall, you know what I'm saying? I gotta go in the store to get a couple clothes out. And with the season comes, now that Lonzo's on the Bull, Lonzo's fame is going to pick up. LaMelo's fame is going. So everybody that covers the Ball family, including me, we about to be having tons of content, and it's going to be all eyes, a lot more eyes popping up. Ray Kingdom said Lonzo did look happy. Energy into the game is back. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, and I'm near to Chicago. I live close to Chicago, so even though I wanted Lonzo to go to the Charlottes with everything, with all my heart, I'm like, you know what, Chicago. It is what it is. That's real. That's close to me. I could be there in a second. So it was interesting to me when they said Chicago Bulls are going to Chicago. I was like, all right, facts in the building. Let's go in there. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Let me get the full experience right here. Somebody said, is it true that Jello was just at Miami? I don't know. I don't unless people send me stuff or I see it. I don't really keep tabs on them like that. I don't know where they be at unless you see it on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? You see it on Instagram, do you know where somebody at? Yesterday I said, I'll probably make a video, but it was like a couple birthday parties in my family. I'm like, let me stop by. Yeah, that would have been amazing. Can we at least get two brothers on the same team? I'm telling you. So yesterday I went to Flight Sports TV. You guys check out his channel, Flight Sports TV. Sometimes it's a little too crazy over there, but a lot of times it's a good time. He had a Hornets analyst guy on there, and he's not really a ball, family fan type of thing. He's not a hater either, but he don't really know anything about the family like that. So he's saying that Kai Jones and Book Night and all these things. So I get on there and I ask him, I say, all right, now we as ball fans, we see that Jello and LaMelo will work together great. Now, as just a person who doesn't really know about the Ball family, do you see that LaMelo and LiAngelo would actually work good in the NBA? He said, yeah, he actually seen it. So it's not like we were crazy. It's not like we're just out here thinking some delusional stuff like, oh, Jello will work good with LaMelo, and it's a lie. No, it's facts, and people see it. The question is, do the right people see it? There's got to be somebody working in the NBA somewhere saw the way that LiAngelo was playing and couldn't help but think we got to put him with one of his brothers. Like, you can't tell me not one of them thought that. The Ghost says, can you do a Hornets rebuild on 2K22? Maybe. Good morning, Jay Blunt. He said, do you think Jello has the potential to be the best out of the Ball brothers? Anything is possible. Anything's possible. What do you think about LaMelo and Anna Montana stuff? When I think about LaMelo and girls, I think that he's young. He's gonna have his experiences, and I don't think that he got that girl pregnant. NBA should think outside of the box as native New Yorker, and stop doing the new way it's always been done. It's hard to break tradition. It's hard for people to break tradition. But the NBA, they've been making money doing what they've been doing. And now it's like we try to come along and tell them you can make more money if you do it this way. What's up, Connor? Good morning. I am from Australia. Do you believe Zoe and Mello will re-sign with their current teams after the contract expires? What is best for them, respectfully? This is just my opinion, what I think is going to have to happen. It depends on how far each team goes in the playoffs. Like, if the Bulls is a better team, I expect LaMelo to want to come to the Bulls. If the Hornets is doing better, then I expect Lonzo to want to go and be on the Hornets situation. Now, if they both have great runs and they're doing good, I don't know. I don't know if they'll complete the dream, but I'm hoping they do. I'm hoping they do. But in my mind, I think one team's going to do better than the other, then they're going to join. Good morning. Do you think college players should get paid? Yes, I think college players should get paid. Let me tell you why I think college players should get paid. Because I kind of grew up in a college town. The athletes, man, I feel so bad for them. Like they be the man out here for like 4 years in college. Most of them not going to the NBA. But in that time span, do you know how much money they made for the college? And do you think the colleges, when they graduate, say you didn't make it to the NBA? Any players of ours that didn't make it to the NBA, we're gonna give you 100,000 just to start your life to get you going. Thanks for what you did for our program. They don't do that. They don't do that. So you be a star for 4 years, and then you don't make it to the NBA. You don't go overseas. You know what I mean? You got to go now sell insurance. How you must feel? You know what I'm saying? So to the question, do I think college players should get paid? Definitely. And even if it's at the end of their career, so it don't mess them up while they're playing, I think at some point they should get paid. I do see the cons in it as well. Giving 18, 19-year-old kids tons of money, it ain't going to work out always as you think it should. Live, ball facts in the morning. I was thinking about doing a radio show. I think radio is dope. I believe if Jello doesn't get time for Charlotte, Mello will be gone at his first opportunity. See, that's the play. So let's say Charlotte doesn't give Jello any time on the G League roster or the main roster. They just cut him loose. Now they have however many years for his contract to convince him, even though we dropped your brother, we want you here. So it depends on how good a job they do at convincing. You know what I'm saying? But in my mind, I'm saying, like, you don't get my brother. What's good? Please don't call me right now. I'd like to see Jello be a superstar in the G League for 1 year, maybe get an MVP or a championship, then light it up in the NBA next season. That would be a great story. Great story. I would choose. I actually might like that a little better because then we get to see 1 year where all of them have their own team. Then, and you know what I'm saying? So, Jello in the G League doing videos on that would be fire. I like that take. Love your channel, man. Keep it up. All right, thanks, man. Time we'll get to Charlotte. Anybody driving to work, man, I pray y'all have a blessed day. Y'all safe. You making money and have no problems. What type of season do you think Lonzo was going to have? Do you think the players and the coaches he's going to let Lonzo be Lonzo? I do. I don't think that it's going to be like 100%. Like when we first see Lonzo get there, I don't think we'll be satisfied right away. I think like he'll have 75% of his real role, and then as the year develops, I believe he'll 100% be in the role that we want to see Lonzo be in. Oh, what's up, Judge Sonya? Long time no see. Got a moderator in the chat. My moderators, they don't know when I'm gonna go live. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like they can always be here. I kicked one hater out the chat. Shout out to Tay Wisco. Yeah, you know what it is. But I think I think this season is gonna be like the turn of the casual fan. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it's gonna be the turn of everybody that hate it to be like, I got to give it to the Ball brothers. Even if they don't like LeVar, I see people turning around and say, "Dang, he must have did something right," because Lonzo's finna ball out, LaMelo's finna take control. I think we get a whole lot of chance in Charlotte for LaMelo MVP while he's at the free throw line. That's gonna be crazy to hear the announcers talk about that. And you already seen the Charlotte Hornets announcer. He ready to go. He yelling, he screaming. I just want to announce what the Charlotte Hornets do for one day. I don't know if Curry's dad got something going on and he need a fill-in. Lonzo should be the primary defender and point guard. I expect an all defensive team and top 5 in assists for Lonzo. He's that damn good. Oh yeah, I want Lonzo to lead the league in assists. I think between Lonzo Russell Westbrook and Chris Paul, they should be at the top 3 of assists this year. You know, I still don't know what's going to happen with Ben Simmons and that whole team. And I think a lot of the Sixers are asking for a lot for Ben Simmons. But if there's no trade and he stays there, the team chemistry is messed up. I don't got the 76ers as high as they were last year. I don't got them going running the East like that. All the Knicks fans, I'm sorry, I don't see the Knicks doing as well this year, but maybe they will. And I don't see the Hawks doing as well either. What's not to like about the family? Native New Yorker said, "What is not to like about the Ball family?" Well, I'm gonna be honest with you because I've run into a lot of things. People told me, "Man, why are you supporting that black dude with that white girl?" You know what I'm saying? Support real blackness, and then the people at 18, your kids are their own man. They're supposed to be out the house and do their own thing. You know what I mean? Like they all got tattoos. People can find any reason to hate on you. People can find any reason to hate on you. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Any reason. Those are some of the reasons people don't like the family. Then some that I probably ain't even thinking about, ain't even mentioning. But when you realize that everybody's people, right? We're all peoples. We're gonna have good things about us, bad things about us, that's flaws, and then great characteristics. Now, what would you want somebody to do if you had the spotlight on you? Would you want them to come out and put a flash of light on every bad characteristic you got? Or say you was a musician. You was a musician and you was out here trying to sell your mixtape or trying to, you know what I'm saying, show what you can do. What if one of your friends or somebody you didn't know grabbed your music, put it on YouTube and was like, "Man, this guy's good. I like this and I like that." Or would you want him to go in your background and look up something about you and say, "Oh yeah, he was arrested for a DUI." You know what I mean? Like, I could try to bring up everything bad that I wanted to and show something about it, right? But that's what the media does. That's what TMZ does. That's what ESPN does. What happened with Ramona? Ramona came to Lonzo and was like, "Hey, we're finding stuff that this guy did that. This guy did this." That's not what I do. That's not what I'm gonna do. That's not what I want to do. And I'm not gonna make anybody make me feel bad or weird or any type of way for not doing that. If you want that, just turn on the news. You know what I mean? Go to another channel. If you want to hear something about somebody that could help them, then that's what we do. That's why I'm rocking the triple B's, because I support family-owned business. Do y'all know how it used to be back in the old days? It wasn't no mega superstore Walmart that everybody go to. No, this family was a carpenter. This family was a blacksmith. This family did horses. Every family had a business. This family was a farmer. Every family used to have a business, and they could pass it down to their sons. But the education system now is making a whole bunch of workers that don't own nothing. So I see a family that's owning something, doing it their way, and I'm like, man, I'm finna put on. I'm gonna show people that's an example of how you do it. Then somebody comes and be like, "Why are you showing them about their family and about their business? Why don't you talk about somebody stealing money for them like in this manner? Why don't you, all these random stuff to talk about it in a way that it's like everybody knows that." Well, let's talk about something they're not talking about. It is what it is. Jay Blunt said it's crazy. I never like watching any sports until the Mello and went 3 in the draft. I love to see the Ball family defying the odds and pushing through all the negative energy. That's what's up, for sure. True that. Top of the morning, you, Triple J. Salute to everybody in the chat. If you just now joining, this is Wake Up, Good Morning Coffee with Ball Facts. Talking about everything. Are they still doing the Facebook show? No, they're not doing that Facebook show. I'm not saying they're not gonna do a show, but they're not doing that Facebook show. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole way they did the show before, the way they set it up, it's not gonna be that same way anymore. You know what I'm saying? They just taking more control of everything. So what's up, Greg? But I think that's what a lot of people don't like about the Ball family. They want to be in control of their own. and that's what they help the college do. Now you can make money off your image. Whose image is mine? You know what I mean? And today, America, they let you sign your own image away. Good morning, Stephen. Yeah, they're beyond the official. It was good for a minute. Hope they do it. Somebody said, I hope they do a cable show, Kardashian style. And just imagine, like, things have to change as you grow up. So Lonzo's on the Hornets. On the Bulls. Mello on the Hornets. They ride buses, they ride planes, they be together. It would be so weird for these guys to have cameras following them while they're in the NBA, and there's bigger superstars than them on a team who don't have a reality show in the locker room. And these guys like privacy, so people that think that the show can come back the same and get every single detail of their life while they're in the NBA, it just can't happen like that. And they got to do it the way they want to do it. So at some point, I believe they will come up with a show, but we have to see what it's going to be. I just know it's not going to be the way that you've seen it before. David said, "How many points and assists is Lonzo going to have this season?" Lonzo will have 18 points and 10 assists. That's what I say. That's what I say. Long as he gets 10 assists, and Lonzo could get 4 assists a quarter. Like that might sound crazy, but easily Lonzo with a running team can get 4 assists in a quarter like nothing. He can at least get 3 assists in a quarter. So that's why I say he can average 10 assists. He has some games with 8 assists, some game with 14 assists. Get ready to see some fire passes. Now, how fire is that going to be? We turn on ESPN, they go like top 10 plays. Lonzo got 2 passes. LaMelo got 1 alley-oop pass and 1 crossover 3. You know what I mean? It's about to be a movie. Shout out to the Ghost, Sandra Long. I think people need to accept, like, every player's different. And if we don't do that, if we try to change players, then the NBA is not going to be interesting anymore. People they don't like the way Lonzo plays. He's different. And maybe you don't like that somebody's different. But if they capitalize on what he's good at, we'll get to see a new type of player in the NBA. And then every time there's a new generational talent in some type of capacity, you start seeing many Steph Currys come up. You know what I mean? Like, you go to a gym, you'll see a lot of short kids taking threes and hitting them. Because Steph Curry changed the game like that. When Iverson came in crossing, he changed the game like that. If they let Lonzo do what he does, you might see a whole slew of kids that is up in the morning running, trying to get that stamina, learning how to throw the long pass. He could change the NBA with his style of play because it's so different, it's unique. All the Ball brothers, really. One thing that I didn't bring, LeVar was like, "You want to take some of this BBB water?" when I was leaving. And I was like, "Yeah, I do." And I said, "Oh, no, I can't. They never let you bring water through the airport." You know what I'm saying? And so, got no BBB water. But they had a certain triple B water, and then they switched over to a better one. Jay Blunt says, "Keep the positive content coming. You're representing the ball coming the right way. Respect to you, ball facts." Thanks, man. Triple J says, "Lonzo got some crazy options. He threw them things to Caruso too." Oh, yeah. Lonzo, everywhere he looked, he's like, green light, I can't make a bad pass out here. The Bulls starting 5 to me is being slept on. I say right away they're number 4 in the East. What team is Jello on? Good morning, says Bayless Mayfield. I don't know. I'd be lying to say I don't know. This is ball facts. So if I think it's a prediction or a rumor, I'll tell you that. And if it's none of them, then I just say I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna probably find out like everybody else. I don't think I'm gonna get a exclusive call. You never know, but can you do reaction videos like Cash Nasty, the Ghost? I probably could react to what. One problem is copyright claims. Some of these YouTubers, they so rich, famous, they got managers that can contact certain people in the NBA and get to do videos with no copyright claims. So it just depends on what the video is and how to do it, how to break it down. Vicky Jones, what's up, Vicky? Lonzo is a straight hooper, Mello as well. She says, thanks, ball bag. Oh yeah, and don't y'all forget about Jello. But you guys will see. I felt like finally when Jello went to the Jello had that first game and he scored 16 points. I felt like a sigh of relief. Like finally, I've been trying to tell y'all he was good. Now y'all know. But then it's like since the rest of the games he never started and he didn't do as a commanding like finish, the question mark is still there on Jello. Native New Yorker said, "How is Miss Tina doing?" She's good, man. She's good. Tina do her own thing. Tina is like very happy. That's the one thing when you meet Tina is like she's happy and she do what she want to do. Like next thing you know, it's like LeVar like, oh, we finna go over here. I'm like, oh, where's Tina? She went to her parents' house. Oh, she went here. She went there. Like she be moving and grooving, going where she want. You know what I mean? Go shopping. Like Tina, she's great. And it's like when you around her, this is the crazy thing that you sense from Tina when you're not around her. Like she don't have no pity party like woe is me or feel sorry for me. She like just part of the game. It's like in my mind I thought maybe that's how it could have been. Like you get around Tina and it's like you feel kind of sad. So you got to sit there and be like, "No, she's talking, she's doing jokes, she's right in there." And it's like, "Oh, okay. We cool." You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't no sob story. Tina is like grateful and happy. And I thought that was very inspiring and I thought that was cool. Reacting to people like Dev the Lab, Nick Bits, Frigga, you just got a swag and Christmas for the reaction video. You know what? I don't know those guys you looked up, but I'm gonna screenshot this so I can look them up. Let me see if I can screenshot that. Look them up. I think a fire was lit under Jello, and now he's showing his true talent. I mean, Jello had a fire the whole time. Imagine when he came into camp, you seen the man in crazy shape, right? Pause. He body was ready for the NBA, stamina was ready for the NBA, so he was crazy motivated the entire time. When LaMelo got drafted, it was a fire. He had that fire, like yeah, I'm coming in next. When he went to OKC, Blue, when he went to Detroit, he was ready every time. That's why it's like so crazy because like you ready to sprint and you get stopped right away. You know what I mean? And many people would have turned away after that. Like the door's not open. It's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? A whole pandemic. Look through the history of the NBA. You know, it happened the pandemic happened to fall on Jello when he's about to play in the G League. Like it's like you can't write this. Then he goes to Detroit. Sorry, Detroit Pistons team. If you're a Detroit Pistons fan, I'm sorry for you. But like, and I'm not talking about y'all city. I'm not talking about y'all players. I'm gonna talk about the management. Sorry for not letting Jello play. Just disgusting. Trash. What do you think Mello will average this season? Melo's averaging 24 points and 8 assists. That's what I think Melo's going to average. 24 points, 8 assists. So I got Lonzo at 18 and 10. And then I got LaMelo 24 and 8. Rebounds, I'm not sure. I got to see how the team is ran. You know what I mean? Jello have a great 3-point shot. Oh, yeah, definitely. He definitely have a great 3-point shot. And Native New Yorker, a lot of things are timing. Man, this morning's good. The bugs are not even out. That's why I like when it starts getting colder. Do you think any one of the Ball brothers can be in 50, 40, 90 club if Jello's capable? Eventually, yeah, I think it could happen. I think they can have a season like that. Triple J said Jello might be the best shooter. I think he is the best shooter. You know why? Because I just feel like his jumper, he hasn't changed it, and it's the easiest to keep in position because it's more proper, right? So Jello's just shooting like that. LaMelo's shooting like this, and it has a little more of a flick in it. So he's got a lot more components to his jump shot. Even though repetition can get you used to anything, I just feel like Jello's shot is more simple, more fluid, and he's going to have a better chance at it. Lonzo, this is a 2-year-old shot. So I feel like LiAngelo's shot he's had the whole time, and he's gonna be consistent with it. Oh, but you know what? I'm not gonna lie, because I seen a video in LeVar's basement when Jello was younger. He cocked it back here too, I think. Yeah, he did. And I was like, oh man, LeVar, I want to get that video. You should see show Jello cocking it back here when he was shorter and younger, playing against high school talent. He's the best shooter out of the three. Out 207, man. What's up, 207? Craig Parker, Vicky Jones said Jello is definitely the best shooter. A very quick release and it's pure. Oh, big facts. There's a lot of people that say he dips the ball too low, and but how many times are you seeing LiAngelo get blocked? That tells you if he's dipping the ball too low. If he can get the shot off, he can get it off. All three of them will end up in the same spot and will be champs. Somebody said the screen went black. Can you guys see me now? Cause I can see my screen. I hope it ain't black. Can you hoop? Yeah, the ghost, I can hoop. Definitely I can hoop. Right now I'm in the process of basically getting my stamina again. You know what I mean? Because after about 5 plays, I'm like, ooh, whoa, I'm getting winded. So I went to the gym yesterday, played a little bit, got to get my stamina back up in this piece. Because I've been invited to like maybe 2 or 3 games to go hoop, like with some YouTubers, and I'm like, man, I got to get my stamina right. I don't want to be out here like Flight, you know what I'm saying? Flight be just breathing hard and heavy when he play. I want to be ready when I step out there. But yeah, I can hoop. Hooping is like the easiest, most fun exercise. Do you see conflict with LaMelo and Book Night? I actually don't see conflict with LaMelo and Book Night because I don't think it's going to be a question as far as playing time. And Book Night going to be coming off the bench. And if they play together and he ball hogs, there could be a problem. But I don't think Book Night on a big stage is going to be ball hogging. Like Book Night won't pass to LiAngelo at times, right? I don't think he's going to put that same energy out to LaMelo. Now, in my mind, I just don't think he would do that. Shout out to Athletic One. Y'all see Athletic One in the chat? Go sub to my man's channel, Athletic One. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I don't think Book Night is going to look at LaMelo and not pass to him. If he do that, it's going to be a problem. But I just don't think that'll happen. Book Night is too much of a small try to be in the Mello's stratosphere. Yeah, I don't think he'll do that. How long you been making content on YouTube? 2 years. I've been making content on YouTube for 2 years. 2 years. So I started August 10th, 2019. So this year made 2 years. What up, Hayes? 2 years of dropping those facts. And if you go back, it's funny. Some people say like I don't watch my videos. I watch my videos that I make probably more than anybody. I go back and I watch them. Number one, I enjoy it. Number two, I study like, oh, okay, I could have this a little better. Oh man, this was nice. Oh, I should bring that back. Shout out to King Midas. He said, well, but it has a morning talk show like Regis folks. Thanks, bro. Man, King Midas. King Midas is so dope. King Midas is the guy, the moderator on here, y'all. Y'all keep it 100 with King Midas because that's the guy who I went to Mello's first game with in Cleveland. And we had a bomb time, you know what I mean? Went to his crib, had a few drinks, whatever. When we was riding around, was listening to some ZO2. Oh, that's another thing. So I'm in LA with LeVar. He like, check this out, Ballfax. He pushed the button. All of a sudden I hear Jello start talking. I'm like, okay. But Jello talking like with some swag. Like he ain't sounding quiet, none of that. Then they're playing some music. And I'm like, dang, it's explicit, but it's like they better music. It seemed like a lot of kind of music they drop be kind of like, you know what I'm saying, just like PG-13. Y'all gonna be surprised with the new stuff they come out with, man. And I know some people ain't gonna like it, and then I know some people are. Some people gonna be like, man, don't be doing that. Shout out to Hank. What's up, Hank? Jello news? No Jello news, but thanks for stopping in, checking with me. Continue to do that because when there is some news, I'll let you know. Are you in Georgia? No, I'm not in Georgia. Is Mello just as athletic as Zoe now? NLE Chakra, bro, that is a good point. NLE Chakra says, is Mello as athletic as Lonzo now? I don't think he can jump as high, but everything else, like LaMelo is looking super athletic. I think right in front of us, we are seeing this offseason, it's like he hit another growth spurt, and I don't mean in height, but he just seemed stronger. He seemed like more of a man, and he's not a teen no more. So when LaMelo went under and hit that dunk like this way, I'm seeing him jump from further and dunking. I'm thinking like this little dude might end up getting more hops and having a whole dunking package. So I think it's close. I think it's close. Jersey. Side, I'm sorry I missed that. It's over, LOL. Do you think LaMelo need a move to a big team, Lakers, Warriors, to get experience, or is he already good in the Hornets? No, he's good. Look at what happened with Mike when he went to the Bulls. The Bulls weren't doing anything. That's why the draft is set up that way. The best players go to the smaller teams, and hopefully they want it to be this way. Hopefully they stay there and then make that a big team, so you have balance in the NBA. But I'm not gonna lie, I would like to see at the end of the day all the Ball brothers go back to LA. And I don't know if the relationship is totally severed with the Lakers, but I feel like all the Ball brothers might one day end up on the LA Clippers. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Pamela Brown. I feel like Melo could be the best shooting guard in the league, but he's stuck playing point. Like, why not start Hayward at point and let Melo loose? Your thoughts? LaMelo is naturally a shooting guard. And because the Hornets have positionless basketball, what they've been calling it, shout out to Paul's the Bear, like he's okay. He's okay with their system. You know what I mean? With their system, the way everybody's running and moving, and JB said he wants positionless basketball. Everybody can do everything. He's okay there. But I will say to you, yes, he's a shooting guard. Some people say, why would you waste LaMelo as a shooting guard when he can pass that well? Would you not like a shooting guard that can pass as well? So when you give it to a shooting guard and they're a threat to score, but they're a threat to score and pass, they become even more efficient and works into the team better. So I got LaMelo's true position as a shooting guard. We haven't seen Zoe's dunk package since the Lakers. I'd love to see Zoe start dunking again. Who said that? Benson. Yeah, I'd love to see Zoe start dunking again as well. I feel like after his injury with his knee or ankle, I mean, he didn't believe in it the same. I think Lonzo still has those hops. He stopped jumping like that. And that was part of his game that brought excitement. We was excited about Lonzo jumping out the gym dunking. Melo's playmaking and passing is too great to play him as a shooting guard. I hear y'all saying that. I just think that he can still do what he's doing as a shooting guard. I still think he can make raw passes. Thoughts on Lonzo not to play in Pro 5-on-5 pickup games in the off season? Do I think Lonzo should have been with the Bulls as soon as possible? Yes. Is he there as soon as possible? Maybe. Maybe he couldn't be there any sooner. I do think Lonzo is the glue there, so he's going to fit in through the cracks real easy. And I think they got welcome arms for him. And I don't think anybody in the team is like, why ain't you here yet? I think they're just waiting patiently, happy that he's there. Only if Lonzo joined him, they could switch him. Yeah, NLE Chakra. That's the thing. When you play a shooting guard with Lonzo Ball, you gotta be a slash point guard. That's why I never get that. They said LaMelo and Lonzo play the same position. Lonzo is giving the ball up early every time. His main objective is to push the pace, push the ball up the court as soon as possible to get a bucket. So Lonzo's already passing it to LaMelo before he reaches half court. LaMelo can still dribble. He can still find an open man. So it's kind of a 2-point guard system. MB1 is the point guard number one. Okay. Ball Facts, any news on new Ball in the Family season, or do you think it's officially over now? The Ball in the Family, as we know it from Facebook, I told you guys this, but I don't have a problem saying it again, it's gone. It's not going to come back the way you see it. That doesn't mean there won't ever be a show again, but the way that they did it on Facebook, don't look for that to come back. But can you shed some light on the And situation, did Kelly get done? Do you have any facts? No. First of all, I don't really like to get into too much of that, but I will say I don't be believing that all that stuff. But anything could be true. Anything could be true. But from what I hear, I don't believe it. But you know what I'm saying. I don't like touching on it that much. No, should Lonzo play like in LA Fitness with other NBA players for development? Why not play? I'm cool with Lonzo playing with other NBA players for development, you know. But sometimes you be having a strict training regimen and you want to get everything in. You don't want to just do open runs. You want to go into the gym with 3 guys and 2 of them get rebounds and 1 of them tell you what to do. The Bulls and the Hornets could be top 5 best positionless teams in the league, I believe, but only if they run in the LeVar system. Yeah, everybody's been saying I'm thinking too high. I said the Bulls number 4, and you said Bulls number 4 too. You got Hornets number 8. I got Hornets number 5. Is that crazy? I got the Hawks, the Heat, and the Knicks not being what everybody thinks they are. Was watching some Zoe highlights, and I'm not gonna lie, Lonzo was clearly a better passer than Mello. It's like poetry in motion watching his passes. Mello is just flashy. I'll give you that. Kelly and Mello gonna be fierce, I think. Kelly Oubre. The jury is, to me, is still out on Kelly Oubre. Like, I want to see, you know, as he develops in his career, what he's gonna do. What he's gonna do. I'm not completely convinced on him. I know he definitely gives 100% on defense. He's very athletic, but how much of a game changer is he gonna be? I hope she didn't get anyone. If she did, it's like 18 years, $36 million contract in minimum. It's crazy, man. You got to watch out for these females. That is pretty crazy, and it just is what it is. Like, you walking around at 19, 20, 21, you can have any female you want, and these females are freaking Delilahs. They seducing you, and you could fall into something easy. You could fall into something easy, and anybody that looks and judges, just know if you was in a position, maybe you might fall too. But I don't know what happened in Mello's situation. You know, respectfully, I disagree. I think Melo's a better passer by a little. Um, Man, I got them pretty even on passing, except for I give Lonzo a little bit better because I believe that from the other end of the court, Lonzo's a little bit more accurate than LaMelo to me. I'm thinking Bulls at 5, says Benson. Number 5, Knicks. Number 6, Hawks. Number 7 or 8, Hornets, Pacers, Celtics. Where you got the Bulls then? Everyone going to watch Lonzo and transition speed demon on YouTube. Oh, yeah. Mello knows Zoe is a better passer. Check the interviews, y'all. Mello has got a little bit more confident, let's just say. Where once LaMelo might have said that Zoe is a better passer, LaMelo has got a little more confidence. I don't think he's going to say anybody's better than him at anything. Well, he did say Cello was the better shooter. Man, the speed of and accuracy which Lonzo throws passes is above Mello. But it's close, man. You can't say it's not close. Like, it's real close. It's real close. It's definitely real close. Man, shout out to everybody that wakes up early. Everybody that wake up early and get to doing whatever they do. Some may be work. Some may be watching their kids. Some may be just getting up, talking to God, like me. Bulls number 4, number 1 Nets, number 2 Bucks, 3 Philly. Okay. Got you. I got the Bulls at 4 too. I want to see Lonzo shine, man. Me too. Now, when I get to these games, I'm gonna make sure Lonzo hear me. I'm gonna be rooting for that brother. You're gonna hear me in that stadium. I don't care how loud it is. How do you see Zach LaVine and Zoe collaboration to put the Bulls on the upper level? I see it's like I think if we see them communicating a lot, talking on dead balls, and just saying, yeah, you go here, you go there, don't worry about nothing. It's gonna all be worked out. But when we see them brothers communicating, it's gonna be something. And I think we're gonna see Zach LaVine encouraging Lonzo to take the helm, do what you do, let's go. It's something to see. Lonzo, he hit the jackpot in my opinion. I need the training camp to start so I can hear news that Lonzo killed in Bulls practice. Hey, big facts. When I first heard how good Jello did in those scrimmages, I was like super excited. The passing game feels the same. Are these level Mellows and more way fancies? Those is more fundamental, fancy and fundamental. That's the good contrast between their dunking, their passing. Like Mello isn't throwing full court lobs. I don't think he has that in his bag. I think he does. I don't think he'll be as accurate. If Lonzo throws 10 full court lobs and LaMelo throws 10 full court lobs, I think Lonzo is pinpoint accurate on 7 or 8, and I give Mello about 5 of them. Lonzo with 2 elite wings with a solid bag. Man on the bench. Yeah, passing Lonzo, Mello, LeBron, Mello equals Nash, J Kidd. Dang, they throwing out big names. Magic, LeBron, and Jason Kidd. Some people will hate that. This question is, who's the better 2, Rozier or LaMelo? Is Lonzo an upgrade if LaMelo moves to 2? I think in the Hornet system, LaMelo should play the 1. Why? Because I think his passing is really needed there. Let's get this clear. To me, if LaMelo isn't playing with Lonzo, LaMelo should play the 1. Because he's the one who's going to push the pace of the team. He's going to find guys better than anybody on his team, in my opinion. I look at their whole roster and I say, who passes better than him? Who's going to push the pace like him? They need him as the point guard to do the helm. So Terry Rozier, in my mind, he looks to score. And it's a point guard need to know how to do both. G3 is better than Book Knight right now. I would agree with that. A lot of people don't like that. And he's not a better ball handler. He's not a better ball handler. He might not be a better finisher at the rim, but I'll take Jello any day. And if you want to talk about fitting in with the Hornets, I'll definitely take Jello any day. Put it this way. Book Knight and LiAngelo are around the same height, 6'5"-ish. So if Mello was running the 1 and you could choose Jello or Book Knight to run the 2, I'm telling you right now, you'd get better results with LiAngelo. Some people are like, that's a no-brainer. And other people are like, are you kidding me? I'm just giving you the facts. You do what you want to do with it. This is morning coffee with ball facts, so do what you want to do with those facts. Best passer is Lonzo. Let's read RO. Said the best passer is Lonzo, best shooter is Jello, and the best player is Mello. That's mostly facts. It could change, but I'd actually back that up. Benson said, I'd say Book Knight is a better player, but Jello fits better due to ego and fits in general. I could see that. I could see that. G3 is definitely an 8th or 7th man. To me, saying that LiAngelo is a 7th or 6th or whatever, when you talk about playing with LaMelo, that means you must not know what they could do. Just remember, every game that LaMelo played on the Hornets, he was trying to inbound the ball fast, and he was looking up the court. Can you imagine if LiAngelo was with him? LiAngelo is not going to stand back and look at Mello like this. Give me the ball, give me the ball. He's not going to do that. A guy like a James Bouknight might actually turn around to Mello and go like this. This is what LiAngelo understands. I don't need to tell you when to pass it to me. You'll pass it to me when I'm in the right position. So what does LiAngelo do? He goes and gets in position. If you think that LiAngelo on the Hornets is a 6th or 7th man, you just don't know their games, how they match up. And in my opinion, LiAngelo is going to give more of a defensive effort than James Bouknight. In my opinion, LiAngelo is going to run more than James Bouknight. We already got a playmaker. We got LaMelo. We already got a guy who can just go out and get straight buckets, creating his own shot. We got Terry. People stay forgetting Chino Hills, bro. That ain't just go away. Oh yeah, they all say that's just high school. Yeah, right. How did all these players get ranked? Because they were judged in high school. G3 is someone beloved, and he would be a top 50 scorer in the league. Oh, you mean believed in him? Why everyone forget that Lonzo threw a pass between a moving car? Rave Kingdom. They forgot about the UCLA days, and after that, when they went to some Basketball mechanics. Y'all could go look it up. Lonzo passes the ball through a moving car. Jello to the Bulls over Hornets. I don't really care, honestly. If to me it's like 50-50. I don't if Jello went with Lonzo or went with LaMelo, it's 50-50. I don't care which one he go to. I don't really have a preference. You know what I mean? Like Sally said, who would you bench for G3 on the Hornets? I need to take a good look at the roster. I'm gonna tell you this about Gordon Hayward. I won't be surprised if Gordon Hayward sits out early with an injury. I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised if Gordon Hayward decided to, you know, get another surgery or something like that. So I think you put him as a 3, but you're running positionless basketball. So no, we don't bench Terry. We'll run Terry at the 2. We need LiAngelo at the 3, so he can stretch the floor. Jello just makes sense money wise. I say give people what they want. Sometimes one thing is more important to them than the money. You say nothing's more important to these guys than the money. The control, the power, that's more important. You say, oh, they're one and the same. Not exactly, because if they was to give the people what they want and said Lonzo, LaMelo, LiAngelo, come, you guys get on the team right away. That's what the people want. Triple B's would have been crazy, crazy. And so it's like, this is what I feel like. This is not facts right here. This is just what I feel. I feel like they want to get the Ball brothers into the normal NBA vibe, into being your own man, doing your own thing. So if they do ever come together, they don't really take over the way that, they could. But I still feel like it's going to happen. He's a rookie. They got to fill it out, and if he still confused, I'd be worried. Who we talking about? Book Night? Joe makes both sense and sense. Hey, I like that, King Midas. It makes sense and sense. Trying to make $1 out of exactly give the people what they want. Who's coming off the bench as the 3? Miles. Who's starting at the 3? I think you have Miles Bridges and you have Jello at the 3. You have a good team. Oubre. Now I want to see the battle between Oubre and LiAngelo. That's what I want to see. Because I think that LiAngelo's going to shoot better than Oubre. I think LiAngelo's going to have a better percentage than Oubre. Thank you for that. Everybody's so sold on Oubre. I think he's good. But we'll see, can he put up these points? We'll see, is he going to contribute offensively? Or is he going to be getting in the way? I think Jello can get easier buckets than Oubre. Now, Oubre is very athletic. Dunk, can run, can do defense. We have to see how that goes. Solar Flare, you in class? You got headphones in, you listening? He couldn't shoot insane on Warriors. LaMelo, Terry, Jello, Bridges. I don't know who the center is. I know they got Kai. See, though, if all 3 brothers aren't together, I want help at the 2 besides either brother. Short teams don't win championships. Short teams don't win championships. Well, I mean, last year you've seen Devontae Graham and Terry Rozier on the court at the same time. So to me, I don't understand why you can't have a 6'5" Jello, a 6'6" Mello, 6'6" Lonzo. Jello at the 3. Shout out to King C. Jello at the 3. So I'm trying to see LiAngelo and Kelly Oubre battle for that spot. Oh, you're crazy. No, I'm not crazy. We're looking at the facts. We want to see what they do together. Because we already know that LiAngelo will mesh well with LaMelo. How do we know it's going to be with Kelly Oubre? Can we see the ball facts on First Take? They want people out here. I'd be a guest appearance on First Take, but I wouldn't want to work on First Take because I feel like you got to wake up every morning doing the same thing exactly the same way. To me, when I see First Take, of course, those guys make money. They got fame. But I see like you giving your life away. To me, it just seemed like, dang. You know what I mean? I might as well go back to work a regular job. You can't guard Bron or KD. Who, Kelly? Oubre probably not battling with Jello. Come on, facts. No, no, no. I'm not saying it's happening. I'm saying it should happen, in my opinion. The way I see it is like, okay, we got to look at reality. Reality is they didn't even start LiAngelo in the summer league. They weren't expecting him to go off his first game. They don't see him as the typical type of player. They look at Kelly Oubre, they see battle tested. In their eyes, LiAngelo would be lucky if he even makes the G League. That's the way they see it. So I'm not saying that he's battling Kelly Oubre. So I agree with you on that. I said he should. Hayward, Mello, Jello, Bridges, PJ is the best lineup. How is it not? Hey, that would be fire. But um I'm even fine with like Jello, Terry, I mean Mello and Terry, Hayward, Bridges and PJ. And if for I know they're not gonna if Jello was there, he wouldn't be starting anyway. But I'm saying bring him off the bench and see what he do. See what he do. Height don't matter. Jello just gotta stay hitting the gym. Look like a simple case like Barkley. He just had to bulk up. Yeah, I didn't even know how short Charles Barkley really was. That man was doing crazy stuff. Can't wait for preseason. Oh yeah, I can't wait for all this. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Not happening. Oubre is solid. Jello's gonna be sixth or seventh man if he makes it, which isn't bad for a couple of years. I'll take that. You crazy to think that Jello would spend a couple years as a seventh man. As soon as they see what he do, he's not gonna stay no seventh man. LiAngelo's not gonna stay a seventh man when you see, especially if he play with his brother. They would learn very quickly. Play this boy, play him and see what he do. See what he do. And like with the Ball family, things just work out like this. We wanted to see LaMelo playing. It was a big deal when he wasn't starting. And just the way that the cookie crumbled, the dominoes fell, hands of God, whatever you see it happening as, people started getting hurt, and Mello got his shot. And that's the kind of things that happen with the Ball family. That's why it's cool to be along for the ride and see. Like Mello went from riding the bench and he got to earn his spot to very quickly rookie of the year. Very quickly rookie of the year. And the crazy part was other players that were drafted in the first round, top 10 like Mello, some of them were starting immediately. And they treated LaMelo like as if he was drafted in the second round. You know what I mean? Late in the first round. Native New Yorker says Jello should start over Oubre. Let's go. Real Media says, how do you feel about Westbrook wearing a dress? This is how I feel about Westbrook wearing a dress. Do you? Me, I wouldn't do it, but do you? You know what I'm saying? I can only talk about how it affects to me. You know what I'm saying? With him, I don't know. But I was scrolling, I seen it. Did I just see what I think I seen? Scroll back, see Westbrook wearing a dress. I said, brother, do you? Not me, but do you? No announcement on Jello. Hey, Theo, nope, no announcement on Jello. I'm not going to cap and get on here and tell y'all that. The Lakers would love Jello, and that's a fact. Well, we'll see if the Lakers get him. The Lakers got a whole bunch of older players that they're still good, don't get me wrong. But they could use some young blood like Jello. They could use more attention. You know how crazy that would be if the Lakers got LiAngelo? Even if they didn't even play him that much, just him signing would send shockwaves. Jared, what's up? Good morning. Good morning. You got some coffee? You got some water? Good morning, everybody out there watching live right here from the Ball Facts Estate. We chilling. Woke up in the morning. We thank God. We asked what video we gonna do today. We talk to the people. We take suggestions. When Jello officially makes the NBA, do you think he will hear LeVar back? We will hear LeVar back on mainstream media talking his ish, wearing that I told you so cap. I do think when he gets in, you're going to have a lot of people starting to turn and congratulate him, but I'm still not so sure that they'll let him on. Why? Because of this. Because of this. The fact that LeVar wouldn't let this go. See, some people don't like the way the logo looks. Some people think it has too much bad history. But let me tell you, guess what? You recognize it. And with the logo, the hardest part of it is to make you recognize it, where you're walking and you see it and you know what it is. That's been done with this. So when he comes on the show and he coming with this, that's against everything else. That's against athletes signing a contract with another brand. This represents athletes getting their own independence, getting their own financial independence, and not just being workers. We're talking about being owners. You know, they can be the employer. So them letting LeVar back on with this, you know, I hope it happens. I just don't see it. That when they see LeVar, they don't just see his face. They see this. And this is what changes everything. That ownership. Just imagine if every athlete was like, we done with Nike. We done with Adidas. Like, we come in, I'm going to have, my name is James Brown. I'm going to have the James Brown brand. They treated LaMelo like a 2K my player. That stuff was crazy. Yeah, they did. I looked at him as a sellout once. I saw that. I can't lie. I don't know. I'm trying to see. You talking about Mello? Who you talking about? Can we hit that like button, y'all? He deserves it. Hey, appreciate that, the Ghost. Appreciate that, man. Everybody that rock with me, you know. And this guy's in the YouTube game, AB the Hero. Shout out to him. Flight Sports TV. Hoop Jargon. Oh, we talking about Westbrook. Talking about Westbrook. I always thought that Westbrook was, you know, like Westbrook is Westbrook. He's a different type of guy. I mean, everybody has differences, you know what I mean? But he just, Westbrook ain't a player like him. He is who he is. Look at the Westbrook interviews, you know what I mean? You think Mello will be an all-star this year? You know what's funny? I would say more so a yes than no. I don't have 100% yes, but I feel like it's more likely than not likely. When you get Rookie of the Year, more people now acknowledge you. So now that you got more eyes on you and people saying, yeah, he did win that, they feel it's okay to vote him an all-star. Before, you know, it was people saying, he shouldn't be an all-star. He's a rookie. It's just this Kardashian stuff on him. Now that Mello won Rookie of the Year, people looking back like, okay, I think we can vote for him. So I think it's a good chance that he gets voted all-star. And like I said, you will be hearing some MVP chants from the Charlotte nation. And I know a lot of people that are planning on going to Mello games that are not from Charlotte, like tons of out-of-towners. Like, their stadium's about to be packed. And, you know, and it ain't because the guys they just drafted. Is Jello signed? No, not that I know of. Unless it happened, it could have happened this morning and I don't know about it. But as of yesterday, no. Okay, view in the near future, trust me. Ball facts, do you think Jordan have more of an interest in selling the Ball brothers play together? I don't think Jordan has an interest in that. But he may. But, you know, it's Michael Jordan. Like, Michael Jordan, he sees things different than other people. Michael Jordan is somebody that people like down here like worship God like. So you know, his mental ain't gonna be like our mental. You don't know what to expect from Jordan. Some people think they got him figured out. I don't. People are up in arms about Westbrook. Dennis Rodman wore a wedding dress with a veil bit. Oh yeah, that was crazy when he did that. I mean, everybody was like, "What is going on?" Yeah, I think he can get an All-Star. I say year 3 or 4, he's MVP candidate. If he can move up that quick. Luka moved up that quick. Luka came to the league, and all of a sudden, like, right away, they're like, this kid might be an MVP, and he's like 21 years old. I just think Luka, the one thing that Luka doesn't have, that LaMelo has, is very valuable, is playing better with people. You know, this is the question. Who does Luka Doncic make better around him? He's already a great player. He's already a straight hooper. I mean, he's deceivingly quick. He can shoot the long ball when he needs to. He's not very, you know, consistent, but he's clutch. He can get to where he want to be. Luka is fire. He's dominant. But who is he making better around him? Do you think that Kristaps Porzingis would play better with LaMelo or Luka? What would his stats look like with LaMelo? See what I'm saying? So that's why when people say, you say LaMelo, you take LaMelo over Luka, when you makes your team better, the team's more than one person. So we got to see who can Luka play with. Who can he get with them that he can actually help them? Nets or Lakers? Who you got as the NBA champs? I'm sorry, guys. I feel like the Nets will have more chemistry. And if they're healthy, I think the Nets. I think the Nets if they're healthy, but it's not going to be an easy series. If the Lakers and the Nets meet up and they're both healthy, it's going to be crazy. Talk about a show. I'm going for the Ball brothers. I actually want to see the Warriors do a great job again because I was a huge Warriors fan. And I'll still catch some of their games, but not all the time. But I still like Steph Curry, Klay Thompson. I like the trio Draymond. I like all that. I like them. So I want to see the Warriors do good. I want to see the Bulls. I want to see the Hornets do good. But I'm not going to lie. Like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, I want to see the Nets and the Lakers meet up. You know what I mean? Because I don't think the Hornets or the Bulls are championship contenders right now. So I want to see the Nets and the Lakers meet up. James said, what you talking about? Ball facts, Lakers all day. Because Nets going to have a hard time staying that way. We shall see. We shall see. Last year was crazy. It was like, why is everybody's body breaking down? Like, why is everybody getting hurt? I feel like when that happens, I mean, it's fair, you know what I mean? But I'll be feeling like we didn't get to see who would have really won if everybody was healthy. But I'm glad for Giannis that he got a ring. He stayed with his team. He didn't make a super team. He went to a small market. He blew it up. So I like that he did that. The torch has been passed. You have to recognize the gift. Magic to Jordan, Jordan to Kobe, Kobe to Bron, Bron to LaMelo. Ooh. Is Jello practicing with the team right now? The Hornets? No. So the real team is the real team. And that's why you don't see him in photos, because the real team is practicing with the real team. Unless something changes crazy, a turn of events in these upcoming days, and they like, man, bring Jello in. Then, it is what it is. But as of right now, no. Guys, let us forget, say Nets being healthy. Lakers have feel themselves better. Not a fan, but LeBron is still a dominant master. LeBron is definitely dominant, but nobody can beat Father Time. So every year with LeBron, I'm gonna say he's proved me wrong at times. When he's come back, I'm like, LeBron ain't gonna be LeBron. Then I'm like, dang, he's still LeBron, but he's starting to get little bitty injuries here, there. Only so much you can do at, what is LeBron, 36 or something like that? 37. You pushing 40, 82 game season. Like, they need to rest him. If they rest LeBron throughout the season, that load management, maybe he can make it through the whole season. I'm not sure. Vernon, what's good? Good morning. So, I mean, Nets Lakers would be ideal because we want to see everybody, the best get there. Also, KD better than ever, especially mentally. He more a dog than he ever was, not going to lie. KD, he definitely looks scary. Like KD, he looked like, and I mean, like on the court, he looked like he don't fear nobody. He got a certain aura and swag about him. So she said, you can't beat Father Time? Question mark. Look at Tom Brady. It's a different breed. Okay, who's more of a champion, Tom Brady or LeBron? Are you saying LeBron is more of a champion than Brady? I wouldn't say that. Yes, indeed, Rave Kingdom. You know what we're gonna do here. Shout out to everybody that's starting YouTube channels and coming in it the right way. Coming in respectfully. His arm beat Father Time. His body don't really have to. Oh, Lakers are stacked like crazy. They really are. But do you remember the year that the Lakers stacked their team and they still lost to the Detroit Pistons? The Lakers had Karl Malone, Gary Payton, Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, and more people. Like, they just amassed a super team of old vets and the best two in the game, Shaq and Kobe. And they still lost to the Pistons. That's why I'm telling you, chemistry is a lot. Stacking your team does not always mean you win. And you guys remember, I don't know if you guys remember that, the Lakers versus the Pistons, they still lost. Brian, this will be the best role player he's had. That alone will take it to another level. Are you sure? Because LeBron had Ray Allen as a role player. You know what I'm saying? LeBron had Chris Bosh as a role player. So I don't know. That Heat team, that was stacked. Rave Kingdom said the Lakers are stacked, but they're all on crutches. They're not on crutches. James says, I respectfully disagree. We like all the disagreements and the agreements. Everything we do it in respect. It's all good. Injuries is why they lost, my brother. Yeah, I remember Detroit. But that's what I'm saying though. Will the Lakers have injuries? Will the Lakers have injuries? Also, Shaq and Kobe were going through some things on that team. That's really why they lost. Shaq and Kobe was going through some stuff. Do you think LiAngelo is better than Klay Thompson? No. Post injury, no. I mean, pre-injury, not at all. Jello is not better than Klay Thompson pre-injury. Now, I don't know. 2 years in a row, he suffered critical injuries. Is he going to be running the same off the screens? Is he going to be shooting? I think so, but I don't know so. But as far as before the injury, we cannot say that LiAngelo is better than Klay Thompson. To me, that's crazy. That doesn't make sense. Klay Thompson is a champion, battle tested, got the most points in the quarter. You know, if Jello had got into the NBA right after college and played with his brother, would he be on track to maybe match that or be better? It's a good possibility. You think Brady definitely raised the ceiling? That's true about Tom Brady. Yolanda, shout out to y'all. If you're just tuning in, this is Good Morning Coffee with Ball Facts. We chop it up about everything. And we just start our morning with a little bit of clarity, a little bit of peace, a little bit of rest, a little conversation. Get your mind stimulated. You know what I'm saying? Come, the whole community, we come together. Vernon said it's fair to say a team that won a championship didn't deserve it. Is it fair to say a team that won a championship didn't deserve it? No, it's not. It's not fair to say that. You won. You're the winners. At the end of the day, you won. Whether it's the Lakers in the bubble or the Bucks because the Nets got hurt, the way it falls is the way it falls. If you won, you won. It ain't about if you deserved it or not. It's that you won. Shout out to Ceiling 21. You'll get a tune on the championship with Crystal Day Trust. Hey, I want to see these games. Like when I see the schedule, I'm like, these are some dope games. And the Bulls playing the Pelicans on their first game. The NBA, they messy, they petty, they know exactly what they was doing. They're like, yeah, we know there's bad blood the way that the Pelicans did Lonzo. We know that. They treated him like nothing. So what we're going to do is have Lonzo go against the Pelicans. The NBA wants Lonzo to succeed, actually. They want to see him come out and bring that dog out. Question is Zion going to come back in shape? People be saying, you sleeping on Zion, blah, blah, blah. No, Zion is a great player. I just want to know how long he can last with all that weight on those knees running point guard. I don't know how long he's going to last. You know what I'm saying? He might come into the NBA jacked and ripped. Or he might come in ripping up his suit, being heavy as ever. We don't know what Zion's going to do. But I believe Lonzo, DeMar, and Zach LaVine going to be like, we want to make sure Lonzo win this game. We want to make sure Lonzo win this game for Lonzo. You know what I mean? We're going to get it done. Ratings will be at home watching. For sure. For sure. Hey, y'all. I'm finna probably hop on this computer, see what type of video I'm going to make. I appreciate you guys for kicking it with me, rocking it with me in the morning. Stay tuned tomorrow. We'll be back here drinking some coffee, going live with Ball Facts. You know what it is. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. All those things. Ball Facts again. Peace.